Whether you win or lose at gambling, it's important that you understand the IRS's position with respect to taxes and your tax liability associated with those winnings or losses from your trip to the casino. As such, it's important to look at 5 critical tips that the IRS has provided with respect to gambling income and losses. Now, it's a common misconception that unless you receive an IRS Form W-2G, certain gambling winnings, at a casino, your gambling winnings don't have to be reported at the end of the year on your federal income tax return. However, like any other income, regardless of whether or not documentation was provided at the time it was earned or won, all income must be reported on your federal income tax return. Furthermore, you can offset your gambling winnings with any losses that you may have incurred on the amount of your gambling winnings. Now, the IRS does provide 5 tips or suggestions that every taxpayer who gambles should know. Tip number 1. Gambling income includes, but is not limited to, winnings from lotteries, raffles, horse races, and casinos. It includes cash winnings and the fair market value of prizes such as cars and trips. Tip number 2. If you receive a certain amount of gambling winnings, or if you have any winnings subject to federal income tax withholding, the payer is required to issue you an IRS Form W-2G. Tip number 3. Generally, you report all gambling winnings on the other income line of IRS Form 1040, U.S. Individual Income Tax Return. Tip number 4. You can claim your gambling losses up to the amount of your winnings on IRS Schedule A to Form 1040, itemized deductions under Other Miscellaneous Deductions. You must report the full amount of your winnings as income and claim your allowable losses separately. You cannot reduce your gambling winnings by your gambling losses and report the difference. Your records should also show your winnings separately from your losses. Tip number 5. You should keep accurate records. If you are going to deduct gambling losses, you must have receipts, tickets, statements, and documentation, such as a diary or similar record of your losses and winnings. Reference should be made to IRS Publication 529, Miscellaneous Deductions. For more details about the type of information you should write in your diary and what kinds of proof you should retain in your records. These are but some of the very general tips that are provided by the Internal Revenue Services with respect to gambling winnings and losses and how they are to be claimed both as earnings and losses. For more information on these tax aspects and other business and financial matters that can be of relevance to yourself, we welcome you to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.